Welcome back to The Explainer. So today we are tackling a massive data-driven question. Exactly who has the ultimate, absolutely strongest squad heading into the 2026 World Cup? We literally fed our AI gigabytes of raw player data, market values, tactical metrics, and historical trends to cut right through the usual hype. And, well, before we unpack all of that, let's look at 3 wild data points our AI uncovered that are definitely going to make you think twice.
Okay, here's the first one. When you look at raw economic power, which national team boasts a completely staggering 1.62 billion euro squad value? The answer is probably going to surprise you. And as we'll see, having the most expensive players doesn't just magically guarantee you're going to click on the pitch.
Next up, we've got a major environmental curveball. How exactly will a 2,200-meter altitude completely flip late-game tactics? 2026 is bringing some unprecedented geographical challenges, and our data shows that if teams ignore this, they're going to hit an absolute physical wall after the 75th minute.
And our final hook to kick things off. Is the era of the beautiful game just officially dead? The AI analyzed decades of tournament history, and it turns out the pure magic and flair we used to see, it's rapidly being replaced by these hyper-structured, super pragmatic systems. We're going to see if winning ugly is literally the new gold standard.
Right, so here is the game plan for this explainer. First, we'll hit the power rankings and metrics, then we'll break down tactical dominance, move into modern tactics versus past legends, and finally, we'll reveal the ultimate AI prediction. Let's get right into it.
Part 1. The Ultimate Power Rankings.
So the economic landscape right now is just wild. From a purely financial and depth standpoint, England is sitting on the most valuable squad in the entire world, clocking in at 1.62 billion euros. I mean, they've got 35 players operating at an absolutely elite level. Right behind them, you've got France at 1.36 billion and Spain at 1.31 billion. But, and this is a big but, the AI heavily emphasizes that this kind of wealth means absolutely nothing if you can't build a cohesive system.
Because when we pivot over to system continuity and tournament genetics, the FIFA ranking points show us a slightly different picture. France is actually sitting at number 1, with roughly 1,877 points, with Spain and the defending champs Argentina right on their heels. The real takeaway here? France's decade of stability under Didier Deschamps, paired with just terrifying squad depth, makes them almost impossible to beat, no matter what their total market value says.
Moving on to Section 2, Tactical Dominance Explained.
Let's zoom in on France for a second. Their setup is this incredibly fluid 4-2-3-1. They anchor that midfield with these elite physical profiles, which basically gives their front line total rotational freedom. You've got Kylian Mbappé drifting out left like a free striker, and they just attack in relentless, punishing waves. Just to give you an idea of their depth, recently, after their main squad beat Brazil, they rolled out a fully rotated second unit and easily dismantled Colombia 3-1. The AI seriously flags this combination of defensive efficiency and attacking depth as a massive advantage. So what about England and that 1.62 billion euro squad we mentioned? Well, data models actually classify Thomas Tuchel's setup as a literal attacking engine. The AI points to some crazy metrics, like creating 14.6 shots and 14.9 incisive passes every single 90 minutes. It's this super high-tempo philosophy all built on short, intricate passes designed to just pull defenses apart and maximize that insane talent pool.
And you know, this quote from Danny Murphy really hits the nail on the head. He said, he's proven himself many times, changing things tactically, being aware of when to change the formation. That's what wins you tournaments. Our AI totally agrees, noting that Tuchel's decisive in-game management is exactly the kind of psychological and tactical edge England has been desperately missing when the pressure gets high.
Quick pause before we compare these modern machines to the old-school legends. If you're enjoying this deep dive, please make sure to subscribe to the channel, smash that like button, and turn on your notifications. We pour a ton of research into these explainers, and your support is what keeps us going. Also, drop a comment below. Let us know what tactical topic or specific team we should analyze in our next explainer. All right, let's jump back into the data.
Section 3, Modern Tactics versus Past Legends.
Okay, this is where it gets really interesting. When we ran a historical simulation, the contrast was huge. Think back to the patient, possession-heavy tiki-taka of Spain in 2010, or that pure, magical flair of Brazil in 2002. Today's game, it is hyper-structured. We're talking intense high pressing, strict man-to-man systems, and lightning-fast transitions. The data proves modern teams are fitter and cover way more ground, but they've definitely sacrificed some of that spontaneous creativity. It's basically evolved into a highly athletic, pragmatic chess match. But look, these modern tactics aren't perfect. Legendary manager Carlo Ancelotti gave this really fascinating warning. He pointed out that the so-called high pressure involves constant risks. I saw games with many goals, but too many goals also means too many mistakes. And the AI completely backs this up. Those super aggressive man-to-man systems, they leave massive defensive gaps if even just one player misses their assignment. And honestly, those gaps are going to be brutally exposed by one specific number, 2,200. That is the altitude in meters of the Estadio Azteca in Mexico City. Our environmental models show the air density there is about 23% lower than its sea level. So the AI predicts that these teams relying on a relentless high press are going to hit a wall of travel fatigue and physical burnout. Statistically speaking, if you aren't adapted to that altitude, you concede way more goals after the 75th minute.
All right, the moment we've been waiting for. Section 4, the final AI prediction.
So we took the market values, the tactical data, those brutal environmental factors, and we asked the AI to give us two picks. We wanted the absolute most rational favorite to win the whole thing and a dark horse that could completely blow up the bracket. The results? Spain and Norway. Let's break down exactly why. Spain is the AI's most rational favorite, hands down. They just have this flawless blend of technical dominance and tactical maturity under Luis de la Fuente, especially after winning Euro 2024. Because they control the midfield so well, they dictate the pace, which saves crucial energy, an absolute game-changer for those high-altitude matches. Throw in a €200 million prodigy like Lamine Yamal up top and an experienced anchor like Rodri in the middle, Spain just has the most sustainable, proven system on the planet right now.
Now, for our dark horse, the AI highlighted the number 37. That's the staggering number of goals Norway smashed in during their 8 qualifying matches, while only giving up 5. Erling Haaland's squad is just a highly efficient, lethal attacking machine. The data indicates that in a single elimination knockout format, their raw goal-scoring power makes them an incredibly dangerous underdog. Literally, no top seed is going to want to draw them. Oh, and the AI insisted on one honorable mention here: Ecuador. They've built the toughest defense in those brutal CONMEBOL qualifiers, locked down by elite guys like Pacho, Hincapié, and Moises Caicedo. Their defensive efficiency metrics are just off the charts. They are going to be an absolute nightmare to break down in a sudden death match.
And that wraps up our AI report. But now, I want to hear from you. Based on all these metrics, who is your definitive pick to take the 2026 World Cup? Are you backing the technical mastery of Spain, the insane depth of France, or maybe a dark horse we didn't even cover? Let me know your predictions in the comments down below, and again, tell us what you want to see in the next explainer. Thanks so much for hanging out with us, keep learning, and we'll see you in the next one.